not much better. Well, they're not that much better than us.
One kid was the difference, eh? I didn't think he was that. That was the first time I watched him play.
It just like
I have to. This old guy comes up to me. He's from Kingston, but he has family from Ottawa.
Oh, okay.
So, they said the old guy was saying the mother's birds.
Oh, really?
I just know him from school.
Is he your age or is he?
He's young.
He's probably my age then.
I'm 45. My brother's 43. So I think must be 41, I'd say.
Okay. I don't remember him playing sports against him. Like, I don't remember playing against him. It doesn't mean that I didn't. I just don't remember him playing, but... Oh, just like, yeah, it was classic. And it happened so quick in the game, and then he was freaking out, eh? And a couple of the Arnprior parents saw it just walking out, eh? And it was classic.
Well, he wasn't standing over with the other. Like, I was...
No, because it was all the Almont crew at the far end, eh?
Yeah, well, I haven't seen them since high school, really.
That's where Chris and them, they were all staying. Kevin was there. I saw it. Yeah, he was.
He's a string bean now.
He is, yeah.
Oh, I was looking, I was like, is that catch?
Yeah. I was just out pulling. I was parked sort of where they were standing, and I just sort of looked at who was all there, and that looks like Kevin Hickey. And I don't think I've seen him in an Almont game before that.
Nice.
Have to show her brother that one. Yeah, that's right.
Why.
I remember that. Yeah, that's right. And you don't know why they called him that either. No, I always wondered that too.
I didn't. He was a couple, 2 or 3 years old. I guess 2 years old.
That's funny.
He was 2 years old. Nice. Good job.
Yeah. Is another son, so we'll get to terrorize in the next couple of years.
Only ever talked about the older one?
Well, I guess he signed to go to Carleton next year, which is too bad because I was...
Oh, is it Carleton?
Yeah, to be honest, I was hoping to play him again because, like, when you know something about these guys, it's so easy. Like, if he's good or if he's bad, it doesn't matter. Just that you know, right?
Yeah.
So, like, he can kick and he can punt and he can do a bunch of things. At least I know all that. It's harder when you don't know what the kids are capable of. And he's a hothead, too. Like, we just didn't have the right guys this year to push them, but...
Yes. Well, my brother-in-law was saying that they have a planner for him. So he's probably, for the first year, he might not see too much action.
No.
Or two. And he's booted down the road. Is that what... Well, I guess they want them to come in, right? They want them to come in. They need the ball.
Because you're essentially paying, right? Like you're paying to go to school. So if you can't stay in school, they allow you to give, I think, $5,000 a year.
Okay. Ryan said that he was getting his tuition paid for, and this little person to do the...
They do that with a lot of them. Actually, Carleton's really good for that.
Yeah.
They started that. That's a few years ago now. They have like a peer tutor thing,
right?
And they're good at that. But most, you know what? I think all the schools do that now. Although I've been talking to Queens most of the last couple of years. Most of their guys don't need a tutor, right? If you go to Queens,
yeah.
You know. But Carleton, you do, and it's good actually. It's really good. They should have had it when I was playing. They should have had it as well for.
The school doesn't care if you're
no, they don't. Right? No, exactly.
They need you to play.
Yep.
Play for whatever team they have, right?
And
generates money.
And all those guys, like, and the Owen Clements of the world, the same thing. When he gets there, he's on the pile now. Like, he's now the rookie, wide out from Almont. Like, nobody really cares.
Is that what they signed him for?
Probably. Oh yeah. Well, he couldn't play anything else. He's not a running back. He'd get killed. Maybe backup. He's not a great kicker. Like, he's not accurate enough.
Jeez, I seen that one.
He pounds it pretty well.
Oh,
but
jeez, he hit that white net up by the fence. The ball went right to the fence.
When the pressure's on, he's not good. He missed one last year against us that would have tied the game And I even said to him, I said, he's going to miss this. Sure enough. Just the pressure, you know. There you go. Oh no, I wish, you know, he's a good enough football player, and I'd never say to him, you know, like I don't wish him any harm, but like it's a different world when you go up one more level, right? And it doesn't matter if it's junior or university, and the same thing for friends of mine that played in the pros and stuff. Like it changes, big time.
Even going from junior to senior, like well, that was the first senior game I've seen in a while, and like those kids were hitting it. Some good sets.
That's the biggest, and the speed.
Yeah.
You know, the people engage each other on every play.
Yes.
In the senior and the speed.
Yes.
You know, now most of the guys in Grace's team, they won't have as much trouble as some, because they've played at a higher level later on in the season, so they're used to, you know, Alma and teams that like play like senior teams, I should say.
Well, I'm glad his mother wasn't watching that game. I was telling somebody else about it today. There's some good pops and stuff. They're saying, what do you mean?
It'll be fun with these guys if we get this. These are ours, Trevor's from growing up and stuff. And I said, we got to start doing this. And Mackenzie, you know, this is like the greatest season they've had in 20 years. They're actually beating us. They'd have a party just for that. They earned it though.
A set of used skates from Aaron, actually back during that Ringette camp.
Oh yeah.
And she was falling a lot. It was, I just got the profile.
Big difference.
Oh, she isn't falling. Well, last game she didn't fall at all, Stacey said, and I've been watching. She hasn't been. She's dry so far.
Well, that's what Lauren's was the same thing too. We got those brand news, and there wasn't enough metal base to get the profile done. But that's huge. That was all the difference.
I couldn't believe it. Jason showed me. He said, yeah, these skis we did for a 350-pound, 7-foot tall defenseman. Okay. And they're downhill a bit, right?
Oh.
So she was all, heels were kind of up.
That's what Lauren's problem was too. I never used to think it'd make a difference, but
I didn't think so either. So a lot of other friends of ours say, no, it doesn't make a difference. But with both my kids, it certainly has.
Well, I guess in our day too, they just sharpened. There was none of that. Yeah. You know what I mean? There was none of that concern about that.
Well, last year we got a brand new set of skates for my son, and every shot he would take, he ended up falling. I'm like, what the heck is going on? He goes, I don't know. And the edge is messed up. So we get them sharpened again, same thing.
Yeah.
So we have to check.
Because Lauren had made a huge difference right off the bat.
There's another one.
Oh, what's into her today? She's flying today.
She's a good player.
They're getting rough on each other now, though, too, eh?
Yes.
So I said this last year. I said they get, you know, sort of rubbing each other out a little bit more, and the refs haven't been quick to call penalties on much yet. this game, though.
And next year is the shot call? Or 2 years?
U12, I think. So maybe 2 years, I guess, huh?
Actually, that might be next year for us. You still...
Well, this is the thing. There's no place for Lauren to play, though, really. And the same Milo's the same way, too. Like, Milo's actually a year younger than Lauren, too.
Yeah.
So there's really not much else place for them to play, so... There was talk this year they would stay down, but there's not enough other kids, so...
That's right.
Yeah. They do fine with these guys, and...
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's a penalty. A couple of them like late bodying those guys going, how are you going to bully that dude?
Yeah,
You
that's
know?
right.
But you know, like I just heard this the other day. I'm going like some of these guys were being idiots to them and stuff. I'm like, give me a break. Do a bunch of those guys all play basketball? Does Grayson play basketball? Or?
No. Never really liked the game.
Don't blame him.
Should have got him interested in a little earlier on in life, but see, they went to McNab Public School and they don't do as many sports there
Yeah.
as they do in the other schools, which is too bad. It's more grade 7 and 8. They really, we had to push them to grade 7 and 8. We pushed him to do every sport. You know, we had to kind of twist his arm to do it.
I don't know why they don't do more. I guess maybe it's just too hard to organize the younger grades. But
you know, they have a few teachers that do it. And
Jill and there's
they're
little,
spread pretty thin.
like Jill and Sally and a few of them. They all do grade 7, 8. The boys and the girls.
Right.
Doesn't matter. Volleyball and basketball and stuff. And
they have Mrs. McGraver. She does a lot.
yeah.
And I think Mrs. Miller. That's her name. That's pretty much it. So it was really hard. He had to work hard to get on those teams because they wanted the fast kick.
So getting nobody and kids that have never played sports. So we're talking about doing like a grade 7, 8 like little clinic for kids that, you know, that's a penalty too. But, kids that you know could play but just have never been exposed to it. You know, because we've really done better with kids that have never played. I wouldn't always say that, but kids that have never played Wolverines or done anything before.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it messes them up, but just sometimes there's.
You know what?
Sometimes it does.
We have Gleason and Clements as a coach. I'm sure that.
Well, when you told me that, I went, oh, this all makes sense here now. That makes sense.
Oh, when I seen them last year, I was like, oh. It's terrible.
Well, maybe it's Gleason's young lad that's the quarterback. I'm not sure.
Number 10?
Yeah, would that make sense?
That's true.
Okay. That'll be awesome. We're going to have fun with him.
Maybe if I get Grace 1 month or a couple month membership at the gym and get him in to see. Harlan's kid.
Who's that?
I can't think of his first name. He broke his leg pad last year. He missed this year in junior.
Oh,
Dave's kid.
yeah, they're what's his face?
Jackson. Jackson Highland.
Yes. Now, is he going to play football again next year?
That's what Greason said.
Because they were saying, I never saw him play. They were saying he's probably one of the best kids in the whole team.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Played really good last year.
Yeah. So I never got a good this is the best look I've ever had at any junior team because we were done before then.
Yeah.
So I didn't really get to see them much last year.
Yeah, so he's up. Jackson's up lead training right now, and Grayson's doing hockey, which is better than nothing. But trying to get him in. He's showing me gym teacher. They're doing squats in gym, and he's all out of form. So I'm like, whoa. Your teacher let you do that? He goes, I go, how much weight do you have on? It's just the bar. Okay, good. Well, you're totally out. You're on your tippy toes. You're going to drive through your heels. That's. And I don't know much about it, right? But I know you're not on your tippy toes.
No, God, no.
So he was showing me, and I'm like, geez, I can't bend down anymore. I'm like, his legs are as tight, they're as hard as that. So he needs
somebody to show him.
Mommy is a registered massage therapist. I don't know if he needs.
It's because of the flexibility in his legs. I don't know how strong he is. I don't even need to because he gets so much power out of his legs. And I learned it the hard way too. I didn't stretch nearly enough either, playing and stuff.
Yeah, me too. I never stretched.
But back then it wasn't a big deal. No one really realized that it was a big deal.
Well, after hockey, he's complaining about sore legs. This has been going on for years. So we're trying to get.
Hockey's horrible for stretching, especially at that age.
Oh,
you don't warm up properly. You never do.
Yes.
And it seems to be working for him.
I do. Last night I kind of broke down and had a few treats and stuff, but usually I'm pretty good. And I know the difference because 16, 17 years ago, 20 years ago, I was a very good.
Well, it makes a big difference.
Working all the time, and I stop McDonald's tonight, tomorrow night's fried chicken, the next night's Subway, and just cycle, right?
Yeah.
And then I ended up with a pretty bad neck injury, and it would not heal. And then they said it went chronic. Oh, nice.
As much of that fruit and stuff as I could, as fast as I could.
Yeah.
And it was just your head telling you exactly what you needed.
Yeah, it knows.
And your body. And it's like you can't both of them are figuring it out.
Yeah. Well, you gotta.
And I think
there's some pretty neat movies on Netflix.
Oh, some of those little experiments they've done to.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of the movie. It's a documentary.
Yeah. Well, some of these guys have almost killed themselves trying to eat the wrong thing,
For my guy there that did supersize me.
Yeah,
That's the one, yeah. And this guy, he juiced. Raw vegetables, did that for, I believe it was a month. Fat, sick, and nearly dead, that's the name.
Yeah.
It's actually two of them out. And there's some other, once you do, if you watch that one, then your profile changes a bit. Okay, you're ready to watch that. So then they'll put more of those documentaries out. There's a few other ones that are pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, your body's pretty amazing to repair itself.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Last night I had a bag of M&Ms. I was watching those movies, and this morning I feel like crap.
Even you go and
walking down the stairs, and I know it's poor food increases the inflammation, and
that's what this thing with the Brady's onto. It's all about inflammation.
yes,
And it's not a lot of meats. It's a lot of vegetables and nuts. Is what all of it. I bought the book. His menu, so to speak, or his I guess it's more of a cookbook than a menu, but it's pretty neat.
Thompson, we do the meat.
Yeah.
They have this meat. Pennies
yeah.
and stuff like that.
That's the kind of stuff that, yeah, everything's cooked with stuff like that.
Yeah.
And cashews. Everything's ground up cashews.
Yeah.
So I got to start getting on, and I bought the book, told Jill I'll start trying to make some of this stuff. Because Lauren's such a picky eater. Like, it's just, and she's got that,
Maren's the same.
oh, that peanut butter allergy. That's what lost us.
And usually Maren just picks away, oh, it has this or it has that, and then
Oh,
20
it's
minutes later,
just-
I'm hungry.
I know. Oh.
Can I have a bowl of cereal? No.
Yep.
No, and Mommy keeps buying those sugary cereals, and they're addictive, right? Like they're. I don't blame the kids, right? What are you gonna do? Well, I do a lot of cycling, and I know when I eat well, I can get the next day. I eat bad, well, it's gonna take 2 days. My
Dude.
gains are
Yeah.
gone. I'm, 10 minutes off my pace. And all the other exercise you do, at least 10%
Yeah.
down, right?
Yeah.
And so
There we go. There we go. Try to kill it. Get it again, Mom. Nice.
nice shot. I know this would cost a lot of money, but wouldn't it be nice to have some kind of a meal plan for the football team?
And a private gym.
Yes.
And a place they could just go, like a study hall, and
Yeah.
like that. Like, I've seen a lot of high schools in the states. Like I've been to these clinics and stuff, and I've seen this stuff. And like just so they had a place to go, they could have their own little, they have food and study, and then work out somewhere. And you think of these high schools in the states, they have these great big stadiums. Well, all these places that have the big stadiums have that, which is more important.
Just look at the money they're generating from.
Oh, just wish that I've talked to Glenn Arthur for years about trying to get something with the town, you know,
Yeah.
a field of some kind, and it's just been, it's tough. You know, they don't put the money out, and the school's in such a tough spot with that field to start with. Great. Lauren will watch some of them. Like I don't like if she wants to watch it sometimes. Today, because some of our friends are coming over for the parade. Right. They'll want to show off tonight, so they'll want to watch it tonight. But some nights she wants to see it, and some nights she doesn't. That's a good job.
Good job.
Drain it. Go, Jordan. Good job. Right there. Oh. Yeah.
It's like maybe they were missing a star player or something.
Oh, it's sometimes all it takes is this age group, right? Like, look at that one team in Metcalf. They had that one kid.
Yes.
Lauren was already asking about it, right? Tomorrow.
Yeah.
She's like, is that team with that Roy girl, whatever it was? Or I don't think so. Lauren's already freaked out about it. I said, well, don't worry about it. I said, work to her.
Yeah, just
at least you know what you're going to be facing. So.
If you're ever in, she does it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, no, the best audio we've ever had on the video here was Corey Haybacker last year.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, man. It's too bad he's over at the bench now. Fun doing. You hanging in there, buddy?
Good enough for game?
Yeah. Well, I was just saying to Brad, I don't know if this is the strongest team or not, but they're all of them are skating tonight.
Yeah. Picking the ring up better.
Yeah, everybody, yeah.
And aggressive, like they're piling out 3 kids on one.
Yeah.
Ripping the ring off or so.
Yeah, it was starting at 11:30 today. Yeah. That's actually a game of... No, I'm not sure. Nope. I might check my email, but I don't want to.